Money, money, money. Let's make it rain. 10 money idioms. Let's go. Hello everyone, my name is Sarah. Welcome back to the WhyKnot Academy. Whether you are a student or already working in the business world, these money idioms will enrich your expressions and level up your communication skills. Before I dive in, remember, idioms aren't just phrases, they are figurative expressions in the English language. They give colors to our words and add depth to our expressions, and certainly add flair to our conversations. I'm excited to dive into today's video, and I hope you are too. On that note, let's begin. First up, we have a fool and his money are soon parted. Picture this, a person who acts without thinking, especially when it comes to money. The phrase suggests that if someone is unwise or careless with their finances, they're likely to lose their money quickly. In simpler terms, it's a cautionary tale about being smart with your funds. It's like warning a friend not to spend all their money on unnecessary things or risky ventures. So the next time you hear this saying, remember it's advising against foolish spending and encouraging financial prudence. After all, we wouldn't want to be the fool whose money parts ways too soon. After winning the lottery, Tom spent all his winnings on extravagant vacations and unnecessary luxuries, proving once again that a fool and his money are soon parted. Despite countless warnings, Mark continued investing in risky schemes, illustrating that indeed a fool and his money are soon parted. The second idiom takes you into the world of thriftiness. A penny saved is a penny earned. Imagine gathering up those small copper coins and tucking them away instead of spending them. This idiom is a clever nudge towards saving money. It suggests that holding on to even the smallest amount is just as valuable as earning it. It's like having a piggy bank and realizing that the pennies you save today can add up to a considerable amount tomorrow. So when you hear someone say this, they are probably reminding you of the importance of saving, no matter how small the amount. After all, those pennies might just turn into dollars when you need them the most. Sarah decided to skip her daily coffee shop visit and save that money. She believed in the principle that a penny saved is a penny earned. Instead of buying a new gadget, Jake chose to save his extra money wisely, embracing the idea that a penny saved is a penny earned. Now, let's talk about a phrase that encourages action. Put your money where your mouth is. Picture someone making bold statements or promises. This idiom challenges them to back up their words with tangible actions or financial commitment. It's like saying, don't just talk about it, show us you mean it. So the next time you hear someone use this phrase, they're essentially urging others to demonstrate their commitment, whether it's supporting a cause, investing in an idea, or taking a risk. It's a call for deeds, not just words, making sure that what's said is also backed by real, meaningful actions. When challenged to support the charity event, James was quick to put his money where his mouth is, making a generous donation. It's easy to talk about environmental issues, but Emily went a step further, choosing to put her money where her mouth is by investing in eco-friendly products. All right, let's dive into an idiom that vividly expresses high costs. To cost an arm and a leg. Now, don't worry, it doesn't involve any literal amputation. This phrase is a colorful way of saying something is extremely expensive. Imagine if buying a new phone required sacrificing body parts. That's the level of expense we're talking about here. So if you hear someone say that something costs an arm and a leg, they're emphasizing just how pricey it is. And it's a perfect way to convey the idea without emptying your pockets or parting with any limbs. Getting that designer dress would be amazing, but it's going to cost an arm and a leg. Maybe I should consider a more budget-friendly option. Hiring a top-notch photographer for the wedding may be great, but it'll likely cost an arm and a leg, forcing us to explore other options. Ever wondered how we make the ends of something meet each other? Well, it's not about tying knots. It's about managing our money. Imagine your income is one end and your expenses are the other. This idiom means making sure these two don't go in opposite directions. In other words, it's having enough money to cover your basics without having to worry about finances. With the rising expenses, they had to take on part-time jobs to make ends meet and cover their basic living expenses. As a freelance writer, Rachel often juggled multiple projects to make ends meet while maintaining a comfortable lifestyle. Imagine paying through your nose. It sounds funny, doesn't it? Well, this idiom isn't about noses or payment methods. It means paying a lot of money for something, more than you probably should. So when you pay through your nose, it's like spending a hefty amount that might make your wallet a bit sad. Ouch. Choosing to book the last-minute flight meant Sarah had to pay through the nose, but she couldn't miss her best friend's wedding. Jim decided to buy the latest smartphone on release day, even though he knew he would have to pay through the nose for it. Now, this phrase has nothing to do with robbing people named Peter or Paul. Instead, it means taking from one source to cover another expenses. It's like moving money around to meet urgent needs, even if it leaves another aspect a bit short. So when you rob Peter to pay Paul, you're kind of shoveling your financial cards to make everything work, even if it's not a perfect solution. Tricky, isn't it? Jane took a loan to cover her rent, but now she's struggling to pay off the debt, feeling like she's robbing Peter to pay Paul. The company faced financial troubles and had to let go of employees, a situation where it seemed like they were robbing Peter to pay Paul. All right, let's talk about tightening belts. No, it's not about losing weight. This idiom means cutting back on your expenses or living more frugally. Picture a belt that holds your pants. If you tighten it, your pants get a bit snug. And similarly, tightening your financial belt means reducing spending to cope with a tight budget. So when times are tough, people might need to tighten their belts to make ends meet. It's like a little financial adjustment to weather the storm. Easy to visualize, right? With the unexpected medical bills, the family had to tighten their belts and cut down on non-essential expenses. During the economic downturn, everyone in the community had to tighten their belts to cope with reduced incomes. At number 9, let's dive into living from hand to mouth. This expression doesn't involve literal hand to mouth actions. Instead, it means living with just enough to cover your basic needs. Imagine holding your hand under a faucet for a sip of water. You're getting by, but it's not overflowing. In the same way, living from hand to mouth suggests having just enough resources to meet immediate needs without any extra or surplus. It's a hand-to-mouth existence when your income barely covers your daily necessities. Life's a bit tight, but you're making it work with what's available. That's living from hand to mouth in a nutshell. Despite working long hours, the artists lived from hand to mouth, struggling to cover basic necessities. Many families in the impoverished neighborhood were forced to live from hand to mouth due to the lack of stable employment opportunities. Last but definitely not the least, let's explore the exciting world of hitting the jackpot. This phrase is all about winning big. And no, we're not talking about hitting a physical object. Imagine playing a game of chance, like a slot machine or a lottery, and suddenly you score the maximum prize. That, my friend, is hitting the jackpot. It's not just winning, it's winning the grand prize, often unexpectedly and with a considerable reward. So whether it's in a game or life itself, hitting the jackpot means striking fortunate and enjoying a major success. It's like finding a treasure chest full of opportunities, making it a thrilling and lucky experience. That's what it means to hit the jackpot. Scoring big and celebrating your moment of luck and success. Investing in that tech startup turned out to be a brilliant move, and John felt like he had hit the jackpot when the company went public. Winning the scholarship felt like hitting the jackpot for Lisa, as it meant she could pursue her dream of attending college without financial worries. Alright, thank you for staying to the end of this video. I'm so proud of you. Your hard work and effort will definitely pay off in your language learning journey. And I hope you enjoyed the ride and picked up some new phrases to add into your everyday conversations. Now, before you go, don't forget to hit that like button if you found this video helpful. Share it with your friends so that they can join in the fun with you. And of course, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss out whenever I upload new content. And if you prefer my other short form content, go and follow me on my IG. If you enjoyed this one, you probably like this too. Check it out. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Keep those idioms rolling. Happy learning, everyone. Until next time, bye for now.